Well, buckle up, buttercups, it's time for a roast. In this 6-minute saga, we'll skewer the most absurd liberal circus that's clogging the streets with snowflake parades and hypocrisy beats. From NYC to LA, they're wailing and whining about us doing jobs while they're virtue signaling. Picture the scene, a bad SNL skit where the punchline's defunct but they can't commit. Hey, hey, ho, this protest gotta go. Upside down flags and frog suits in the snow, screaming about fascists while ignoring the facts. Liberal lunacy, it's all just an act. Abolish the ice but keep the lattes hot. Ranting in rain while their signs turn to snot. Absurdity reigns in this clown show parade. Smart ass alert, y'all just got played. NYC's flag fiasco, what a sight to behold. Over 2,000 fools in the rain and the cold, waving inverted flags like it's deep and profound, equating border cops to the Klan, lost in unsound. March past Trump Tower with Mariachi in tow, fighting oppression with tunes from a bad burrito show. No ICE, no KKK, no fascist USA, but if jobs were their chant, they'd all run away. Hey, hey, ho, ho, this protest gotta go. Upside down flags and frog suits in the snow, screaming about fascists while ignoring the facts. Liberal lunacy, it's all just an act. Abolish the ice but keep the lattes hot. Ranting in rain while the signs turn to snot. Absurdity reigns in this clown show parade. Smart ass alert, y'all just got played. Minneapolis mayhem, ground zero for tears. Thousands in snow, braving blizzards and fears. Banging pots and pans like a kitchen gone mad. Outside ice hotels, man, that's just sad. Demanding justice for Renee Good's wild ride. She clipped an agent, but that's brushed aside. Illinois block, though the tyranny wail, but bureaucracy's fine when it's not in the tail. LA snowflakes surge, suburban and woke. 100 shut streets with puppets and smoke. Aztec dancers twirl with giant birds high, sitting in launches, revolution, oh my. Signs melting in rain, arguments too, yelling about rights while gangs get a pass through. Burning man vibes in a pity parade, tailgating treason, yeah, that's how it's played. Hey, hey, ho, ho, this protest gotta go. Upside down flags and frog suits in the snow, screaming about fascists while ignoring the facts. Liberal lunacy, it's all just an act. Abolish the ice but keep the lattes hot. Ranting in rain while their signs turn to snot. Absurdity reigns in this clown show parade. Smart ass alert, y'all just got played. Yeah, 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 yeah. At Austin's arrest, antic zip ties and fights. Dozens detained under bright Texas lights, blocking the roads, throwing snowballs like pros, then cry brutality when the pepper spray flows. Boca Raton, slap fight, battery charge, protesting violence that's living large. Mirror, mirror on the wall, so near, your hypocrisy showing loud and clear. Philly burbs woke, even grandmas in shock. 200 vigils with chants round the block. Renee Good Day declared by the gov, what a hoop. Canonizing resistance like it's absolute. No hate banners wave, but silence on crime. Upside down flags in the burbs sublime. Raging at firemen for dousing their blaze. Liberal logic in a hypocritical haze. Now nationwide nothingness over 1,000 strong. From Atlanta's marches to Portland's frog throne. Source funded scripts, AC Luke Q's, marching bands blaring, spotlights harassing the crews. Emotional silences, then ice screams. Kid with a snowball gets the pepper dreams. All outrage, no fixes, theatrical flair. Lopping rebels from heated car air. And Row 6 DC's White House weeping the pouring down rain. Silence point you, then chaos again. Frog suits ship nationwide, mean war revive. From alt-right roots to lefty survive. 1,000 events in all 50 states. Tiny tiny towns joining the pity debates. While ice wrists whiz busting threats in the night, these clowns play pretend they feel good fight. Hey, hey, ho, ho, this protest gotta go. Upside down flags and frog suits in the snow, screaming about fascists while ignoring the facts. Liberal lunacy, it's all just an act. Abolish the ice, but keep the lattes hot. Ranting in rain while their signs turn to snot. Absurdity reigns in this clown show parade. It's smart, it's a love. Oh, dude, take us to find Skadedriak's good until nature see. The man Goliath, this seems to me speak. If the system is just this, what's so fair for the gang? 6 minutes of roast, and the rail up again.
Good evening, everybody. This is the Sights and Sounds of Earth. My name is Ian, and I'm your humble host this evening for another, and my co-host, Mama Bleep. Did you hear her? Yeah, she spoke up for herself for once. That's awesome. I like when she speaks up for herself. What'd you say, Mama? What was that? She's talking more lately. I don't know if she's feeling better or what. Yeah, good kitty. All right. Yeah, got some company coming over tonight. Carlotta and Joseph will be stopping by later. They're going to stay the weekend here. And so I'm just basically coasting here tonight. We are watching a few different things going on, but mostly, here we are back in Portland again. Was that a song? Maybe not. I don't know. I don't know. Here we go. We got two volcanoes there we're watching. Both of them are in active eruption right now. This thing is in a bad spot. All right. And there we go. There we go. All right. Well, hello, everybody. Charlotte's Rock, Yellow Rose, Dispatch. Hello, everybody. Victor, thank you for being here, as always. Rob, and who else do we got? Jungle. Lots of folks in tonight. Thank you, everybody, for being here. I really do appreciate it. I expect the crowd to pick up a little bit tonight because we do have active protesting going on. This is not at the ICE facility building. This is downtown. Let's see if I've got the exact location here. It's in Elizabeth Carruthers Park in Portland, Oregon. Elizabeth Carruthers Park in Portland, Oregon. And we've got live feeds up from a number of different cameras that are down there. And I'm always finding additional cameras. So let me just keep continuing to look and see what I can find. You're probably asking, why are they protesting? Well, it's the same thing as always. They don't like law and order. They don't like having to follow the rules that society has laid down. And so they're out here protesting basically the federal police because they have been tasked with the job of deporting illegal immigrants. And so because of that, they're now public enemy number one. I don't know if I have it right now, but we've been playing clips of Bill Clinton and Barack Obama and all these different people talking about how we have to have sovereign borders. We have to deport illegals. We have to enforce the rules. And they just go on and on and on about it. And you know what? All of a sudden, things changed. And I'm telling you guys what changed. They're backfilling because of the top of the decade. We've got the census coming up in 4 years. If they don't count illegals, the blue states are going to lose huge. It could be some of them got paid a little early. I don't know. I don't know what has suddenly made tonight the night that they've all come out, other than it's Friday. But see, last Friday this didn't happen, so there's something going on. I mean, there's a coordinated effort here going on, and you can see a number of people out there now. I haven't seen much in the way of counter protesting yet. Sometimes that takes time to get going. This guy with the Trump sign right here. First of all, what an ignorant thing to say. You know, if Trump was not in elected office, he could probably sue him. That's defamatory, no matter how you look at it. I do believe in free speech, but there is some limits. Now, when it comes to elected officials, there really is no limits. So he can say that. He can actually say that about our president, even though there's no truth to it at all. Yeah, there's been lots of protesting, and it may even be thinning out at this point. I don't know. Some of the cameras have duplicated up, which means that we've lost a few of the feeds from down there, but there's still at least 5 or 6 different independent feeds coming in from down there. All right, I got a couple things to cover tonight. We got some, different weather stuff going on. Currently, no watches or warnings to speak of nationwide. However, I will be continuing to monitor that. And if something does come up, you will hear the alert. But right now, not showing a whole hell of a lot. There is rain that's going to move through this area down here overnight tonight. In South Florida. Other than that, the radar is fairly clear. But I am watching this line of storms, which is now between the St. Petersburg Peninsula, the bottom of that there, Tampa Bay, the mouth of Tampa Bay, down to about northern Sarasota. All some fairly moderate to heavy rain going on. I don't see any lightning with this. There is a general thunderstorm discussion with this, meaning that they're watching this area for possibly a few strong thunderstorms, but nothing severe. And right now there is no alerts at all. The only alerts we have are fire alerts out there. Red flag alerts. All right, so that's what we got. There's not a whole lot going on with the weather. That's why I'm not even showing it tonight, because unless you live in Florida, Central or Southwest Florida, or Central or South Florida, you're probably not going to get anything tonight. It's pretty quiet out there. All right, and as far as what we were going to discuss tonight, I do have a few things. A funny story out of an airport in Oregon that I want to tell you guys about that I thought was pretty funny, and we're going to get to that in just a few minutes. Also, we're going to talk about the polar vortex. We're going to talk about ice threatening millions in the Midwest and Northeast. We've got lots going on coming up. Millions across the Midwest and Northeast are on alert as snow and ice targets 25 plus states, with snow and ice just days after the blizzard of 2026. Meanwhile, an imminent polar vortex collapse threatens to derail America's spring warm-up this March. Okay, so what to know this hour, okay? This from Fox Weather. A complex winter storm is incoming. A multi-day winter threat is developing over the northern high plains and is expected to bring plowable snow and ice to the Mississippi Valley, Ohio Valley, and Mid-Atlantic starting Sunday. It's also historic Texas heat, while the Northeast cleans up from recent blizzards and temperatures in the Rio Grande Valley soar above 100 on Thursday, making the first triple-digit readings in the U.S. in 2026. Do you believe that? A 100-degree day in Texas yesterday, a couple days ago. Incredible. Florida fire relief, a cold front will sweep through the Sunshine State this weekend, bringing some much-needed rain to the state as it endures extreme drought conditions and dangerous fire conditions. I'm a retired fire chief. You guys know that's what I did for a living, was public safety. I haven't seen it this dry since 1985, 1988. We are already at drought levels right now that are either strong or severe. And we are 3 months ahead of rainy season. Normally, we get to these drought, if we ever get to these drought numbers, because normally we don't get to these drought numbers. If we do get to these drought numbers, it's just a few weeks before rainy season starts. Usually in May or early June, we'll peak out at these levels just briefly while the rain's beginning to come in. We now have those levels right now at the end of February. So we have all of March, all of April, okay, and all of May before we can even start talking about rainy season starting sometime early, mid, or even late June, depending on the different cycles that are at play. Furnace Creek, Death Valley, there you go. Yeah, I don't have the temperature there, but I can see what I can find. But yeah, it's I think it's amazing that we had a 100-degree temperature today in Texas. It just shows you how what the extremes are. That yeah, people in Texas can be 0, and 10 days later they can be 100. I think that's crazy. Well, is gas still $5 a gallon? You must be in California. Gas here's I know, what am I paying? $2.69, $2.49. So I don't know, something like that. Gas is coming down. I mean, I don't see gas going up. He's opening up more drilling. He's opening up more exploration. He's opened back up all the pipelines. And I do believe we're slowly buying back what we lost out of the reserve. So all indications are the price of gas, I think, is at least stabilized at the very least, and if not still dropping a little bit. And I think we may still see a little more. Yeah. Anybody, I'm telling you, your left states, your blue states are all $2 more a gallon, pretty much. You go into New York, you're going to pay $5 plus a gallon, and you're just not paying that here. Yeah, $2.39. That's Donald Trump right there. I mean, remember we were down to $1.89 here before he left office the last time. And so this is what happens when you've got a smart businessman running the biggest business in the world, which is the United States economy. And this is what happens when good decisions are being made. Yeah, they're talking about you, Mama Bleep. Hey, they're talking about you. You gonna come over here and say hi? Come on. Yeah, come say hi to everybody. Show them your ass. That's the best. That when a cat shows you their ass, they're saying hi. They're saying, hey, smell my asshole. Anyway, Nebraska $2.69. That's not bad. Anybody paying $2 something for gas is doing good. All of Florida, Georgia, $2 something for gas. Now you can go down to the Keys, downtown Miami, maybe Naples somewhere, and pay $3 something, but it's all pretty much $2 something down here. Yep. It's literally, I'm telling you guys, the only 2 times that we've done really well in my lifetime is when we had an actor as president and a businessman as president. Anytime we have a politician as president, it's a freaking disaster. Yeah, I mean, I'll tell you, the next one I think could be an air conditioner repairman. I think he'd do great. Because truthfully, anybody but a politician that's running, that's who I'm going to vote for from now on. So anyway, Florida is in a major drought down here, especially Central Florida, just north of us, Charlotte, Sarasota County, up near Bradenton and Ruskin, and all the way to Tampa and Lutz and St. Petersburg. That whole area is under a severe drought right now. We are under a strong drought here and will be severe within the next week. Yeah, I bet they do, Victor. I bet they do, because they've got more gas than they've got vehicles that run. It's the market's flooded with usable gasoline down there. So people are just wanting somebody to buy the shit off of them. I love when I'm sitting here and I just hear shit going on outside. It must be kids somewhere. All right, so anyway, back to this. The polar vortex paradox. A rare sudden stratospheric warming event is expected the polar vortex to weaken and split into two. This sounds cold, but the current alignment is actually creating a high pressure ridge that will act as a shield, likely bringing a spring-like surge of mild temperatures to the lower 48 in early March. So that's interesting. Because of the polar vortex and because of some interesting things that have happened atmospherically, we could see a few weeks of spring, early spring. We'll see how it goes. Despite what the rodent said, we could actually see a few weeks of early spring here in March. Severe storm threat surging. As March begins, the threat for severe weather, including tornadoes, is expected to crank up across America's heartland. Tornado season starts in March, guys. March, April, May, June. And April, May, of course, are the really bad months. But it is March, April, May, June is actually season. Yeah, we don't have any water here. My well is currently dry. And we've never had that problem here. I'm on auxiliary water right now. It's a little interesting, but hey, it is what it is. We need the rain. We need the rain really bad here. There's a lot of dry wells in the neighborhood. Lots of people in Cape Coral, dry wells. Lehigh Acres now, starting to see some dry wells out there, and those are deeper wells. Yeah, so I don't know. It's gonna be a rough year this year for us down here. It's hard to believe how many people are still on their own private wells, but also even like the city of Cape Coral, city of Fort Myers, Lee County, having issues now. They're everybody's putting restrictions on. I think Cape's down to watering one night a week, and they will eventually cut that out altogether if they haven't already. And they'll just say you can't water and your grass will just die. And they're bad about it. Cape Coral here, one of the worst cities. They actively patrol for code enforcement. They will patrol around at 2 in the morning and they look for things that you don't have a permit for, or cars parked, or a commercial vehicle parked in your driveway, or a sprinkler that's running on Tuesday when your street's supposed to water on Thursday. It's just the most ignorant shit in the world. And yeah, I couldn't stand living like that. It's literally a city that thinks it's a homeowners association, and it's terrible. Don't ever move to Cape Coral. I can honestly tell you they've got the most turbulent government in the area, and it's an entire town. It's a very interesting story. How Cape Coral started. It was an entire town that they just built the grid of roads and they dug the canals to get the dirt for the roads. And then they sold all these waterfront canals at the 1964-65 World Fair, which I happen to study very much. There's something about that particular event in time that has me enamored. But we'll get to that some other time. I've done shows before on that, and I will go back and do it again. For those of you who haven't been with me since the beginning, but there's a lot of really interesting things that happened in the 1964-1965 World Fair that was technically not a World's Fair, and including stuff with Disney, stuff with Gene Roddenberry, stuff with the city of Cape Coral, which is one of our state's biggest cities here, land-wise anyway. And there's some all kinds of neat innovations that happen there, revelations that happen there, some really cool things that happen there, and the whole thing at the end of the day lost money. It was it was the greatest failure of all time. But I mean that in a good way. It was really a great World's Fair. It just didn't end up netting the money they thought it was going to make, and they ended up breaking even on it. And it wasn't a World's Fair because the World's Fair would not let them hold it for 2 years. They had to only hold it for 1 year. And they're like, we're not building all this just for 1 year. So they went outside the World Fair Council on that. And, I'm glad they did. But I'll talk about this one night. Right down to the light fixtures. I love to talk about the 64-65 World Fair, where Disney invented the People Mover. And Gene Roddenberry saw face-to-face communications for the first time on the picture phone. And there was a lot of really cool things that happened during that World's Fair, including those two actually talking several times and getting together. And so anyway, I will talk to you guys about it sometimes. But really some good stuff. All right, Texas Mouse, thank you for being here. I see you're in. Let's see, who else do we got? Anybody? Hey, Merlin's back. Merlin's back. That's cool. Thank you guys for being in tonight. Permission granted, Texas Mouse. You don't have to ask. You know that. Just throw your uniform on and meet us in the mess hall. Yeah, this is fun. Hey, you know what? As long as you make it, that's all that counts. I wanted to show you guys this. I meant to show you the other night. My call screener made me these. Her and her mom made me these. Her mom has passed. But before she passed, they made me these blankets. Look at these. Is this not cool? And that's from Kat, my call screener, made me 2 of these. They're different prints. The other one, I think, the other one's inside. It has ships on it. And I just think it's so cool. They sewed these and made these. It's really cool. Well, hey, Victor, thank you very much for that. You didn't need to do that, but thank you very much. I do appreciate it. But yeah, that's from Kat. She made me these a while back, and it's a long story. I don't need to go into all of it, but thank you very much to Katrina for those. I took them to Georgia with me last time, and they were amazing. Thank you very much, Victor. I really appreciate it. The merch is coming along. You want a magnet, like a refrigerator magnet? I can do that. I'm looking at companies right now, and I thought it was going to be a lot easier. I signed up for Etsy. I was going to use Etsy as my platform. Guys, they want to nickel and dime me to death. They want me to pay $30 just to sign up, and then they want to take it's quite a bit, and I still have to pay a third party to print them and ship them. So I opted instead. I think I'm going to be going with a company that does not only the marketing, the shipping, the handling, all that, the storefront, the whole thing, all with one website. And I think that's how I'm going to handle it. And I found the website where I can have lots of merch, because basically it just puts my logo on whatever I want. And then you pick which logo you want, and you go to there, and there's all the shirts, all the whatever, hats, mouse pads, whatever it is. And you can pick out whatever you want. It's really easy. And there's not a whole shitload of markup. And I can also put a very small amount of markup, and that way the stuff will be very reasonable. It won't be like $40 for a mug, even more like $20 for a mug. It shouldn't be crazy. You want people to buy your merch. You're not trying to make money on your merch, in my opinion. You want people to buy your merch so that when they look on the shelf, they remember your show. So that, and also I'm telling you, if somebody wants my mug on their counter, that's flattery to me, man. I want you to have that for the best price I can get it to you for. I'm wanting to make my money on the commercials. I know they suck, but at least it doesn't come out of your pocket. I'm kind of weird about that. I don't want to take money. I will take it, Victor. Thank you very much for that. I really do appreciate it. You guys have no idea. It warms me when I get these supers because that means you're doing something. You're doing something right. People like what you're doing, and it makes you feel good. So thank you for that. All right, let's see here. I already talked about that. Another round of snow and ice target the Northeast on the heels of this historic blizzard. So if you're way up in the Northeast somewhere and you've got like a foot of snow on the ground, good luck. We've got another mess coming. It's going to be a little while. Also in Trussville, Alabama, a recent survey released by the National Weather Service confirmed there was an EF0 tornado in Trussville, Alabama yesterday, and it was an official touchdown of an EF0 tornado. So we have had an official tornado yesterday and all that mess we were covering last night. It was the tornado was at 1.63 miles long, is how long the track was, and it had maximum winds of about 85 miles an hour. So an EF0, it'll do some damage. It'll blow your tree limbs down a little bit. It might take a shingle or two. But hopefully if you're in a home and it's hardened, you should be fine. All right, so let's see what else we got here. New York City Sanitation announces they finally caught up with all the sanitation stuff that's been going on since the blizzard. They could not get caught up, and now they're trying to get caught up. Hey, Carlotta, how's it going? You guys rolling? All right, let's see here. Yeah, they're still working on getting the garbage picked up, but they say they almost got it back to normal. And they've had to do a lot with pets up there during this cold. And next week, they're already looking at a target area for some tornadic activity. Wednesday of next week, northeast Texas, Oklahoma, and also a little bit of Louisiana and Mississippi. That whole area right there, we're going to start getting into it, guys, in the next 3 weeks. We're going to have to make sure your weather radios are good, make sure that everything's working like it's supposed to. Even if you've got a phone with the alert that works on it, if you've got an old weather radio, plug that thing in for storm season. Make sure you wake up if a storm's coming. People don't think about the weather radios anymore. They don't think about the weather pagers. They don't think about any of the stuff that we used to use. And I'm telling you guys, those things should still be plugged in. If you live in Tornado Alley, if you're in northern Texas, Oklahoma, if you're in Kansas, that whole area there, the whole corridor. And by the way, that corridor has been slowly shifting east over the years. So it also includes northern Louisiana, Mississippi, and even points to the points east of Mississippi as well, where you can even see some long track tornadoes now in western Tennessee and places over there. So this is we're coming into that season, and so what I think you should do is go buy a $25 weather radio and just plug it in. They've got some really neat ones now. You can get them off Amazon for very inexpensive. Plug it in. It's a good backup. And because a lot of us turn our ringers off on our phone at night. And that's what I'm worried about. If you turn your ringer off on your phone at night, you should have a weather radio. Just make sure somebody has to be responsible to make sure that we're alerted and so that we can get to safety. Arkansas, that's the other one. Arkansas and Alabama, even western Alabama. You're right on the tip of Tornado Alley now. It's kind of shifting east. where it used to be more western Texas and out towards the desert. It's not as much anymore. It seems over the last 30 or 40 years to slowly be trending east. And we're seeing more long track stuff as far over as even east of the Mississippi. And so, there you go. Yeah, Fort Smith. Yeah, there, man, it gets bad there. Arkansas is definitely, Arkansas is in especially the western portions, in danger for big tornadoes. Um, oh, okay. Yeah, Carlotta's going to be here about 11 o'clock. They'll beam in once their shuttlecraft gets outside the ship here. Um, yeah, that the hand crank ones are great once you're alerted, but they don't alert you. That's the only bad thing about those. Those are great to have in a go bag or down in the shelter already. Um, I always recommend that people buy a Baofeng, buy a $30 Baofeng, or spend $40 and buy a really nice UV-25. And program that thing up with all the weather channels, the GMRS, the FRS, the MURS, the Marine Band. Program it up with all your local police, fire, EMS, if they still use those frequencies. Program it with your ham radio frequencies, your repeaters. Program it with your electric company, which we can still do here, your school buses. You can program all that into it with just a little bit of research. You don't have to be a ham. It's 100% legal unless you transmit where you're not supposed to. And so, again, I recommend everybody have one of these radios. And where do you keep it? Well, you buy two of them. You put one down in the shelter. You put one down in the shelter, so it's there. So even if you don't grab anything and it's really bad, once you get down there, you'll have it. The other thing you may consider, and this is something that I think about as a ham radio operator, when you're down in your shelter, that radio's not going to work because you're subterranean. When you get down more than a foot or two below the ground, your radio will not work anymore. Even your cell phone won't work anymore. And you won't be able to watch the news or anything. So I recommend some kind of small antenna that you can put up above the ground, and you can buy there's a bunch of different configurations and variations, and I'd be glad to discuss this even more depth one night. But I would think I would want to have a small antenna. Now, see, I don't have a basement. I'm in Florida. We don't get big long track tornadoes. We get Cat 5 hurricanes. That's what we get. And we had a 5 make landfall right here. So we don't have the sheltering. And even during a hurricane here, even during the worst hurricane, I have at least one or two antennas that stay up during the storm because I have to have communications. You could easily have a small antenna that's only a few feet above the ground that would hopefully not be as affected. And if it gets ripped away, it gets ripped away, but at least you can hear what's going on. You can get your weather radio. Another thing a Baofeng does, it picks up 92.5 Fox News or whatever the channel, the talk radio channel is in your town. The one I work for here is 92.5. You can tune into whichever one you want, whatever your closest talk radio station is. So again, a $30 Baofeng, and you got a rechargeable radio that is absolutely invaluable after, during, and before a disaster. Yep, and I don't work for Baofeng. You can buy a TYT, a Radioddity. If you've got disposable income, you can buy even nicer rigs. Be careful. You get to the $300 or $400 ones, they won't do all the stuff that the cheap ones do. It's kind of a weird phenomenon. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of options out there. Yeah, Texas. No, there's not many basements in Texas. Although I think if you went north and west enough, you might find some. I'm not sure, though. Let's see here. Yeah, I actually wrote out Category 5 Hurricane Ian in this room, in my shack. And I had big 5,000-pound truck straps strapping the building down in both directions, ratcheted down to my 6 big, hurricane things that go down 4, 5, 6 feet into the ground, and they're anchors. And then I hooked to those anchors and I strapped my shed down. I was in here when my shed took a direct hit by the neighbor's roof. And this building did great. It's a Metro Dade rated shed that you can have delivered. And then I dried it in and made it really tough. And then I put those straps on it. I got towers mounted on 2 sides of it. I got buildings on the other 2 sides of it. It's pretty protected, and it's very hardy, and it's very tough. With those straps on it, nothing's going to happen to that. Yeah, we might get another lucky year. I don't know. I think it's going to be a little more active this year. Well, it was. I would never leave. I'm going to ride it out. All the old folks left. There was nobody even on the ham bands in town here. It was like dead air. And my radio station went off the air because it was flooded. I was home though. We have a TV station, and anytime there's a bad storm like that, a really bad storm, they lock all of our radio stations on our TV station, and we all go home. They want us to just go because they can't feed 200 people there. The water's going to go out. 200 people have nowhere to shit. There's nowhere to keep the food cold. There's nowhere to get food. There's nowhere to have it. And so when we go to a storm, instead of calling in all hands like you would think, now I'm talking working in a radio station. I'm not talking about a fire department or something, but in a radio station, they cut down to the smallest staff possible. They keep, one engineer that does this stuff and one engineer that does that stuff, and they'll keep just the number of reporters they're going to be using, and they'll work people very long hours because every person they decide to keep at the TV station, they have to logistically take care of them. They have to feed them. They have to billet them. And so there's a lot to that. And so the TV stations literally send us all home, which I'm actually happy about that. I don't want to sit up there for 48 hours straight talking about, okay, now we're here in this and now we're here in that. TV's already doing that. Let them do it. And that way I can be home with my family and my cats. Yeah, the storm count might not be so bad. But like everybody says, last year was a quiet year, but don't say that around anybody from Jamaica. Yeah, Texas, yeah, I did. I love riding out storms. I was very nervous for my cats in my house. We had all of our cats in cat crates in the house. Right, Mama Kitty? Do you remember that? Yeah. We had them. She heard me talking about it. The moment I mentioned cats, here they come. And our cats were all in the house, all boxed up. And it was bad. We were boarded. We were completely boarded here. And like I said, the shed was boarded and strapped. And but we did good. Even though our neighbors lost a lot of their roof and it hit my shed on the way out of town. It was a crazy year. And yeah, it is what it is, if we get another one, we get another one. I enjoy them. I like to cover them. I've got specialized batteries and cameras that Joseph and I built just specifically for covering these storms. That's where I get all these batteries and all that you see here. That's what got me into all these batteries and stuff was setting up these boxes that mount on a pole. And next time there's a storm, we've got, I have 4 of the camera units. We have 3 batteries already. And the moment something goes on the map out there, I'm going to order the last few things I need. I plan to put at least 3 or 4 of these units up, and we will be carrying them live, as we did during one of the last storm that came through here. We actually watched my home that I grew up in flood with 19 inches of water live on the internet, broadcasting from a camera that we had mounted on the pole in front of their house. And strangely enough, the power stayed on that night for a lot of the night, even though there was 19 inches of water inside their house. Of course, the power, we took everything out of the house because she had already lost so much in the first flood because we had 4 feet in the house. She had lost so much in that first flood. The second flood came along, we protected a lot more. The third flood came along, we're like, you know what? It's all going because we just bought new appliances again. We had just bought everything else. And the cabinets they put in, my family put in cabinets, they're outdoor cabinets. We literally put outdoor cabinets in, and they look great. And now next time there's a flood, we pull out the kick plates and ventilate it, and we're done. It's absolutely ridiculous. 3 times we've been flooded. 3 times in 3 years. Yeah, there's a number of microbreweries down here that do hurricane-themed beers, and even Hurricane Ian themed beers down here. No, I'll never forget. I'll tell you, it's something else. This was the strongest storm I've ever been in. Now, I went down to Andrew the morning after, and I responded in with the emergency vehicles that came from Lee County. And I will tell you, I've never seen destruction like that before. We had 100. It was barely 155, 160. It was just barely a Cat 5. Hurricane Andrew, when it hit Florida City, it was well over Cat 5. It was 20 miles an hour faster than Cat 5. Plus, it actually, Hurricane Andrew, when it hit the National Hurricane Center in South Miami, it ripped off the entire weather array off the roof of the National Hurricane Center and dropped it on top of the meteorologists' cars. And the last thing that it recorded was 175 miles an hour. I really know how to trump through stuff. Yeah, I do. Yep, it's one of those things where, you know, we're all going to get those the bad weather from time to time. We just have to persevere. All right, we've got two volcanoes here that are quiet right this minute. You know, right after I signed off last night, Fuego spit a whole bunch of it up. All right, and then so what we're looking at here is a bunch of different shots from Portland, Oregon, and this is downtown. This is not at the ice building, apparently. This is downtown, although it might be nearby. I have no idea, and we might end up over there. I have no idea. Yep. It's amazing to me. I don't know what these people want to accomplish. I think that would be if I was a journalist out on the field, out there, which I'm not. I really don't want to be. But if I was a journalist out there and I was going to ask one of these angry liberals, hey, tell me, what do you hope to accomplish? Do you want just a complete ending of all deportations? Is that what you want? Because some of them want that, and some of them don't. Some of them just want it done in a better way, while others want it done a lot less, and yet others want it to be stopped altogether. So you got all different kinds, you got all different flavors of protesters out here. Greenland's technically ruled by a king. Yeah. Yeah, I think they're at the ice building on some of these as well. Oh boy. Yeah, you're gonna probably run into rain. I'm surprised you're not in rain right now. To be honest, there is quite a bit of rain out there. Let's see. Here's the radar. Um, you might beat it. I think you might beat it. Let me put this in motion. Um, yeah. See, you came down. You kind of missed it coming down, and now if you're in the Sarasota, you're ahead of it. You beat it. I don't think you'll get back into it. I think you've got this one because as you get to Venice, you start actually heading east, and then down southeast. So you're going to stay ahead of that line. I think you're going to be out of the rain all the way down. All right. Yep. And there's not a whole lot going on, guys, in the country out there. It's a pretty snow light. It's a pretty snow light. It's a pretty quiet night out there. I don't know where this is all coming from. It's a pretty quiet night out there along the country on the radar, though. Yeah, William, I kind of agree, but I also must tell you that the local media is giving it some. The national media, at least, even like CNN and MSLSD and CNN, the Communist News Network, they're still not giving it quite the airtime that I would have thought they would have. And I I don't know. I don't really see it getting a whole lot of airtime. That's another reason why I would like to ask these people, what do you plan to get out of this? People have fatigue. And when people see them standing out there in inflatable costumes and shit, I really don't think that people give a crap. I think people are like, those people are not taking anything seriously. You know, when you look at a protest in the UK, or a protest in Israel, or a protest in Turkey, or a protest in Italy or France, it doesn't look anything like this. Those people take it seriously. Whether it's the kind of protest where they're throwing shit at cops or not, they take it seriously. It's a serious issue. These people don't take this seriously. Oh, good, Skating Bear's back. These people don't take this seriously at all. Look, Skating Bear is out there every night. They bring their dogs. I've even seen them bring infants and children. And they show up out there, and it's like a little social party. You got the guy that's been setting up across the street for 4 or 5 days. He set up, and then finally he disappeared. We called him Washed Up Wedding Singer, because he actually admitted one night on the air that he was there protesting because he couldn't find any work as a wedding singer. And then we heard him sing, and we understood exactly why he can't find any work as a wedding singer. Yes, the union, the Portland Frogs, after the union speech, State of the Union speech. What a shit show! I love it. I love when the squad gets out there and starts screaming and throwing shit. I love when they show up in dinosaur costumes and frogs and the Care Bears and the Teletubbies and that stupid rainbow ass horse. When they start showing up in all this stupid shit, I love it. I love it because nothing says we are normal and you are absurd. And that's the message that all of us need to keep putting out there. I want you to notice normal, absurd. Normal, absurd. There you go. You know. Trolls don't last long with me, man. I trash them, and then I trash their mother and their channel. Yeah, I'm nasty too. You know why? Because look, if you're stupid enough to come in here, If they're stupid enough to come in here, then I'm going to debate them. I'm not going to call them names. I'm going to debate them. And they don't want to do that because they can't debate, so all they want to do is call names. Yeah, that stupid ass rainbow bright horse thing, whatever it is. That LSD tripping horse that everybody bought their daughter for about 12 years. Um, yeah. You want the stupid rainbow ass horse? You know, that needs to be one of my products I could sell. You could buy the new stupid plush rainbow ass horse doll. Um, it's got the Starship logo right on its ass. Oh yeah, you think they're gonna come in and call? I was called names one night. They called me Hitler. They called me Nazi. They called me fascist. They called me pedophile. Let's see, what else did they call me? And then he called me a diabetic. And I'm like, wow, I don't. It's been a long time since anyone sugar shamed me. I'm not a diabetic, but I'm working on it. Uh, yeah. I think they would do a lot better if they inflated those costumes with nitrous oxide. I think you're right. God. My Little Pony. It's not My Little Pony, first of all. It's your little pony. It's not mine. Uh, that was funny. You're a Hitler. You're literally a Nazi. You're a diabetic. Yeah, okay. I'm probably a future heart patient too. I mean, what are you going to shame me with next? I live in Florida. Whatever that pink thing is. It's like a Pikachu or some bullshit. I don't know. Oh, here comes Skating Bear. Let's see if we can do a little sights and sounds here without all the F words. Let's try it. Sounds like a fun time.
Why do I know that name?
Hi, Patrick here. You trying to go back to YouTube or?
Wolverines, let's go. Tracy M. Taysom, welcome to the Patriots. They walk like zombies. They definitely do. Christopher Arnott, thank you for the $5 super chat. They do walk like zombies. Kelly, what up, Kelly? This kid must have drawn the short straw
I'd fight with
today
the United
when
States
they decided
against
who.
Israel if I had to. I am America first, America only, no matter what. Period in the story. If the entire fucking world all combined forces to try to take out America, they wouldn't even fucking come close.
I don't understand. No matter what side these people are on, they can't ever say anything without the F word coming out. Every other word. Uh, yeah, remember that hoax where the kid was supposedly in the balloon that floated away? But he was never in the balloon that floated away. He was hiding in his house. That whole thing was some kind of attention hoax thing, I think. What you doing? Can I help you, Mama Kitty? What you doing, big girl? The pink thing is a newt. Is that like a Newt Gingrich?
Not throwing him. Hey, Tanya, how you doing? Nice to see you. You're on a big kind of march. Yeah.
I think that's the gnats coming in from one of the volcanoes.
Got trouble tonight.
What's up, Mama?
Are you not connected to the internet?
What the hell? Look! What the heck? What happened?
Unable to connect. Are you not connected to the internet?
What the hell, dude? Like, I
I
wonder if
wonder
it would
how
just work on
quickly.
my other phone better. I don't know.
Yeah, try your other phone.
And I have to go get everything switched. It's all good. I need a
Patrick
new
up there, he's right next to it.
Oh no, they're forming a drum circle. You guys know once they form a drum circle, man, it gets worse from there.
Yeah, not Tina's fucking bad. Hey, where is?
They'll all get high and talk about all the things they want to do, and then they'll go home.
Don't yell at me. I gotta ask.
Isn't that right, Mama Kitty?
Patrick.
I need to have a joint in my hand.
See?
I was reading on my other phone. I needed to shout out all the super chats that I missed.
Oh, what a terrible problem to have.
She's coming back. Hey, get out of here, quick. Oh, made me drop my cigarette. I'll be nice. I promise. Damn. Where are you going, bruh? Damn.
Tell Pam I said hi.
Nice. I promise. I just want to talk. Real shit. Damn. Pamela.
Oh, we miss you too, Miss Megan. Yay.
Yeah, when it squirts out of there on Frago, when it squirts out, you'll see it.
You broke my cigarette.
Real quick, guys. The thing is, don't get me
Oh,
wrong.
I hope they don't start the whole flag burning thing. I can't stand watching that. It is free speech, but I don't want to see it.
Gave a whole lot of people guidelines and rules to live their life by that made them a better person. They stopped fucking marrying camels or whatever the fuck they were doing. It gave them a purpose in life. It was wonderful. It's just not for me. And my mom is Baptist. My dad is Jewish. I chose that side. That's just what it is. I understand that I live in a Judeo-Christian, mostly Christian nation. I have a Christmas tree. I don't deny my child that. I get her an Easter basket and all that shit.
Tommy's there. Let me see if I can get him up.
It's fucked up, bro.
Tommy's there. Let me get him up.
And I don't want to be that loud.
I'm gonna put him over me.
Are you live again?
I agree, Jody. This world would be an absolute dreadfully horrible place if Christianity had never been invented.
It's working. Look at you. It's probably because you're using.
All right, he's lower left. I'm putting him right here where I'm at.
Raw Tactics is live.
All right, here.
In the house.
Let me see if I can.
Tell Shane to come and get the Shane.
I mean, I guess I can take myself off the screen.
And he's on 7. I'll bring his audio up.
There, I'm already recorded.
Damn.
Let's freaking go, baby.
Oh, they're gonna be pissed. Here, do you want me to show you the button? Oh, it's already. Just push. Don't push the middle one.
Yeah.
It's already on. Get 'em, boys! That's the broken one that fucking Tim just stepped on. Fucking broke my cigarette. He's trying to give me Rumble Super.
Sorry,
Chat.
I can't do anything about the language, guys.
Earlier today, chatting it up.
See that video of the legislator in Salem with all the fucking frogs on stage?
Yeah. Yep. $5 Super. J Law Bronco Pam. Talk to me. I have sweet nothings for you. Oh, I missed the other super chat. I'm sorry. They ain't gotta go home, but they gotta get the fuck out of here. Oh, they don't care. They don't give no fuck. Look, you can hear that megaphone all the way down here.
That mic.
Tony needs a super chat secretary. You guys are just too awesome, dude. We're almost to the goal. We need 4 more to the goal. We got 13 minutes. They knocked Josh down. Hey, they knocked Josh down. Somebody said they knocked Josh down. Hey, hey, oh ho. Missing super chats might get you spanked. All right, I'll be checking Rumble more often. Oh shit, there goes the rain whistle. Ice is nice, yes. It's a Democrat fever dream. I sent Snack Buddy earlier. I mean, you were in the grocery store. Oh, thank you. I think I seen that, NC Kelly. What up, big dog?
Can't get my X live stream working.
Why is everybody having issues with X? I don't think well, my X is working for some, but I use a Restream app.
Yeah, when I try to go live, the black screen just goes black. And
Oh, you know, I haven't seen. Oh, yeah, I got X chats in here. That sucks. You know, Not Tina was having issues earlier with X also. He wasn't able to go live on X. It just kept giving him a white screen.
yeah, so it's actually, yeah.
He's probably down there somewhere. Yeah! America! Fuck yeah! Uh-oh, they're all walking down there for some reason. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. They need a medic! Medic! Oh, shit, bro. Oh, I meant to pin earlier and I got stupid distracted. NC. I meant to do it earlier and I got distracted and now I don't have no distractions around. You know me, like squirrel, you know? Squirrel. Squirrel. I did it. I did it. Captain Jerry in the house. Captain Jerry in the house. What up, Captain Jerry? I love you, big dog. Hey, they don't like Josh. Don't forget about us on Rumble. Oh, I won't. I won't. I can't forget about none of you guys. If you ask Pam, if she smokes, it pokes. Hey, that's a good one. If it smokes, if she smokes, it pokes. Hey, shh, shh. Hey, be quiet. Ruindolph, thank you for being in Rumble chat. We love you guys, bro. Oh shit, I hear the Jerry. IMC McGinnis, what up, bro? Rumble is for those that know. Hey, does anybody know what happened to Shut Up? I haven't seen Shut Up in my chat in fucking seems like forever, bro. And I miss his trolling. Justin Anderson Music, thank you for the $5 super chat. Thank you for standing up for Americans. We appreciate what you do. I'm sending in a larger donation to your PayPal to bypass YouTube fees. Hell yeah, bro. Thank you, Justin. God bless you, bro. Hell yeah. Thank you, bro. Metalsmith, for the goal. Also, they're starting to swarm the boys. Fortunately, Tinker's badassness is keeping them at bay. I gotta go. I gotta go across the street so I can see over there. The cops are ready tonight, though. We need 2 more supers. We're almost there. We're almost there. Look at this bicyclist. There's a bicyclist. Aw, shit. Huh. Gotta put my safety helmet on. Huh? What happened? CA 1960, here you go. Thank you for the $5 super chat on Rumble. Hell yeah. Iceman's in the chat. Shout out Iceman. Oh shit, I'm crooked. I'm crooked. I didn't do it. Nope. Eugene Carey, $5 super chat. I got you, bro. I got it, bro. Thank you, brother. Let's see. Scope Sart, $2 super chat. One more. Thank you. Oh shit, the dog is barking.
So the other day we're on the show and Trey says, you know, I want to play you guys some sound. I want to play you guys some sound from one of these crazy liberals. And there's a twist. And I'm like, oh, here we go. So he pulls down this video and we play the audio of it over the air. And then he gives the twist. And I'm like, oh my God, I couldn't believe it. So I'll show you guys. This thing takes forever to load anything. Let me get it to load here, and I will show you guys as always. Anytime I can, actually show you what I'm talking about. You know, liberals are crazy. You know, if you're a liberal, a leftist, you are 7 or 8 times more likely to be depressed You're 7 or 8 times more likely to take depression medications. It's kind of crazy when you look at it. People on the left are just truly unhappy with their life. They're unhappy with everything, and what you end up with is you end up with people like this. And remember, wait till the end. There's a twist. You end up with craziness like this.
Hi, welcome to Starbucks. What's gonna get started for you today?
I know it's really dumb, but I just went to 2 different Starbucks.
Hi, welcome to Starbucks. What's gonna get started for you today?
Hi there. Do you guys have the summer berry still?
Please don't. I'm sorry, Queen.
I'm just desperate to find it.
Yeah, everyone is supposed to technically be out of it by now.
And I just had the worst day. I really want my emotional support drink. I got laid off a month ago, but they gave me 30 days notice so that I could keep working, which I really appreciated because I needed the income. But my last day is on Friday, and I'm having to go to work every day this week at a job that I'm already laid off from. I worked at this place for 5 years. It's just a small thing, but I was just gonna comfort myself tonight. I don't drink. I'm sober, so I don't go to the bar when I don't feel good. I go to Starbucks, and it just feels like we should get some warning when something's gonna be disappearing, because some of us depend on it. And they were asking me, do you want anything else? They were like, we still have the puppy bowl, but we could put it in something else, but I don't want it in something else. I only want it in the summer berry. And so I just told them I didn't want anything, and I drove away. And so now I don't have anything, and I don't know what to do. I'm right at Whole Foods, so maybe I'll go into Whole Foods and try to find something.
Wow. Guys, not only is she a leftist, she's a shrink. Yeah, you heard it here first, folks. She is actually a person that deals with people who need an emotional therapist. And she works in the mental health field. Like I said, people on the left are 7 times more likely to be depressed. They're 4 or 5 times more likely to medicate over it. And what you end up with is a situation where there's a reason for that. Because conservatives like the country. They like where they live. They like the way it is. They like freedom. They like democracy. They like the representative republic, the way we do things here. And they're generally happy with their lives. They've got a wife. They got kids. They've got all the things a nuclear family has. They got 2 cars and 1 dog and 2 cats. And everybody's got this American dream on the right. Because these people all worked hard to get where they were. And they've done well. And then you got people on the left. And people on the left generally are malcontents. They're people that are never happy. They're people that join unions and constantly fight for everything. And they're never happy with anything. They're not company people. They're not people that will take one for the team or work harder so that another coworker, can whatever. I mean, these are the kind of people you get on the left. They're just basically, I like to call them malcontents because I think that's about the best thing. They don't like our country. They don't like our president. They don't like freedom. They want something different. They want a communist style government. They want to fundamentally change the country, in the words of Joe Biden, in the words of Barack Obama. They want to fundamentally change the United States of America. So, because you got one side that wants to keep things the way they are, and you got another side that wants to fundamentally change everything because they don't like anything, what you end up with is one side that ends up that has the majority of these kind of issues. That's why 7 out of the last 10 mass shooters were transgender and leftists. All but one, I think, were left to center politically. The left is always talking about gun control, but yet most shooters are on the left. It's kind of a crazy thing we're dealing with now with these transgenders. They're getting so messed up by all this gender euphoria and all these people telling them that they're wrong. Ooh, there goes Frago. Frago just popped off. It's above the clouds up there. Look at that. Wow. Nice. Yeah, you didn't lose my cam feed. I've just got so many feeds I'm using it right now. All right, well, we'll see you later if you're heading out. Yeah, it's always the gun's fault, isn't it? Common sense gun control, as they like to call it. Except they don't know. They know not of common sense. Well, thank you. Thank you for that, Raven. Appreciate that. Yep, we're doing good. We're covering the Portland protest tonight. Looks like we've got probably about 60 or so people out there. It looks like there is some legitimate protesters out there. There's none of the very obvious signs that they were paid. If you ever see where they've all got the same kind of sign that was made at the same company on the same day, that's usually paid. If they all wearing shirts that match, that's a dead giveaway. I don't see a lot of that tonight, but that doesn't mean that that a lot of times what they'll do is they'll pay 10 or 20 people to be agitators. Those people will go out and spend day after day setting things up and getting things ready and encouraging people to show up and going to groups and doing all that. And then it culminates in something like this where we get 50 or so people show up. Well, there's an idea, Merlin. Um, I don't know. I don't know where they're at right now. I mean, I'm going to be on for about another 35 minutes or 40 minutes. Yeah, the Democrats just can't get over it. That their people are all in those files, but Trump isn't. They just can't get past it. You know, Trump met with that guy. That guy came to a party at Mar-a-Lago, and Trump's like, "That guy's weird. Get him out of here." And that was the end of it. That was the last of it for him. So, again, I don't understand. The whole thing just doesn't even make sense to me. All right, let me switch some things around here. Wow, it looks like he went off. Let me see if. All right. All right. I'm going through everything here to see what's going on, but it looks like the Thomas Allen feed has gone down. Yeah, maybe he changed links because he's still showing live here. All right, I'm not sure on that. Well, let's figure this out here. All right, I need to take 5 minutes. Let me find. Okay, we're going to do this one. I'm going to take a quick break, guys. I need 5 minutes is all. I'll be right back. I'm going to take a break. I'm going to leave the screens up, play a song. We'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. This is Starship Adventures. My name's Ian, and we will be back. We're going to be here, but I'm going to be back in 5 minutes, so don't go anywhere. Stay with us.
From the mountains to the prairies, from sea to shining sea, this is the land of the free. Baby, God bless the USA. Standing on the edge of the Grand Canyon wide, red rocks glowing in the evening tide, the eagles soaring high above the pines, heart beating strong with these stars and stripes of mine. From New York City lights to the California coast, barbecue smoke and the ones we love the most, pickup trucks rolling down a dirt road track, fireworks popping, never looking back. I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free, and I won't forget the men who died, who gave that right to me. And I'd gladly stand up next to you and defend her still today, 'cause there ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the USA. Down in Texas, longhorns running free, sweet tea sipping under live oak trees. Up in Michigan, lake so blue and deep, fishing with my buddies, secrets we keep. From Nashville honky-tonks to Nashville neon glow, country roads taking me home, don't you know? We got burgers grilling, cold beer in hand, freedom ringing loud across this promised land. I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free, and I won't forget the men who died, who gave that right to me. And I'd gladly stand up next to you and defend her still today, 'cause there ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the USA.
We got the Rockies punching through the sky, Mississippi rolling, never saying goodbye.
Hollywood dreams and Wall Street hustle, small town churches, muscle on muscle. We
Fight for what's right, we forgive when we can, from the amber waves to the home of the brave man.
No other place I'd rather plant my boots. This red, white, and blue runs deep in my roots. Sunrise over the Smokies, fog lifting slow, kids playing ball in the backyard glow, veterans marching in the hometown parade, flags waving high for the price that was paid. We got cowboys riding, Farmers in the field, factory workers giving all they've got to yield. From Alaska's midnight sun to Hawaii's shore, this land is ours forevermore. I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free. And I won't forget the men who died, who gave that right to me. And I'd gladly stand up next to you and defend her still today, 'cause there ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the USA. God bless the USA. One more time. God bless the USA. From Cape Coral to the heartland, coast to coast, we stand together, proud as hell. God bless the United States of America forever.
All right, we're back. This is the Sights and Sounds of Earth. My name's Ian, and you are watching us on YouTube, the largest broadcast platform in the world. Tonight we are broadcasting worldwide from our studio here in Southwest Florida in the Fort Myers area. And this is the Sights and Sounds of Earth on Starship Adventure. All right, so welcome everybody. We've got some new viewers in tonight. I do appreciate that. And it's a little bit busy Friday night. We've got the protesting starting back up here. Believe it or not, this last week it's been pretty quiet. And then it looks like now that we're starting a new cycle here. With normally it takes like something new to happen to get things kicked up again, but in this particular case here, it looks like it just is what it is. I think it's just a weekend, and a lot of them are off, I guess, tomorrow or whatever. So there they go. And one of these views is like a car show going on. I don't know why. I don't know how it ended up on the composite there, but it is. There's Old Glory flying upside down. Nothing scarier than being a flag owned by a liberal. You could get burned any day. I just absolutely hate what's going on with all this bullshit. I just got to tell you, it's anti-American, and it's anti a lot of things, and I really hate it. And the only thing that we're going to be able to do to fix this, at least in the short term, is get these people to buy some Trumpanol. Trumpanol, the sponsor of this half hour. Trumpanol, a great medication for delusional leftists. Try it today. Trumpanol for Trump derangement syndrome. Caution, the use of Trumpanol may cause you to become suddenly patriotic and wave a flag, so be careful. Don't wave that flag in the house. And you never know, it may not be strong enough, and if that's the case, and it's not strong enough, don't fear, because we have extra strength MAGA strength Trumpanol. MAGA strength Trumpanol. The gate's open, Carlotta. Just come right on in. MAGA strength Trumpanol is absolutely amazing stuff. And this extra strength Trumpanol, if you take this stuff religiously for about a week, get it, religiously? If you take it liberally for about a week, what you'll find is you'll want to start a nuclear family, get off your ass and get a job, and you'll want to go put a flag in your front yard, maybe on a ham radio antenna that looks like a flagpole. Who knows? But yeah, extra strength Trumpanol works really good. And sometimes, hey, you know, sometimes your bunghole gets a little messed up, and I mean, sometimes you can't hold down food and things like that. No worries, because we have Trumpanol suppositories. These fast-acting suppositories, when rammed up the ass, will make you suddenly feel patriotic again. It'll make you feel wonderful, and you'll want to be a patriot. You'll love your president, and you'll like the ballroom that he's building onto the White House. And so try them today. That's Trump suppositories. And if you miss putting it in or lose another election really bad, you might want to get some of this. The new product by Trumpanol, Trumpanol Butthurt Cream. This by the makers of Trumpanol. And you know, when reality's a real pain in the ass, you can usually get by with just a little bit of ass cream. Apply liberally to your asshole, and next thing you know, you'll feel much better about everything there is in the world. And are you having a problem seeing straight? A lot of liberals see things really messed up. You know, they see terrorists like Hamas, and they want to send their gay friends over there to say hi. Crazy stuff like that. That's Trump Drops. You can get Trump Drops today. Trump Drops will allow you to see normally, like a regular person. Now, I have to tell you, we're having some problems with people taking this product, because when you see reality for the very first time, it's going to scare you. And so just use this product easily, maybe just 1 or 2 drops. Take in reality in small doses until you can acclimate yourself to this new crazy world that you're finding, that's actually not so crazy at all. And it's going to be amazing. And if you're worried about hearing things, don't worry, because we can fix that too with the new MAGA ears from the makers of Trumpanol. MAGA ears will give you the truth in your ears for the very first time. Just a few drops in each ear, and next thing you know, you'll hear things that sound normal. And when you listen to CNN, it'll sound like the bullshit that it really is. And so try that today. That's MAGA ears by the makers of Trumpanol. And are you having a hard time sleeping? Maybe the big orange man's chasing you in your dreams. Maybe you got to pee all night and it just sucks. Regardless of whatever it is, Trumpanol PM can help. That's right, Trumpanol PM, for people that are having a hard time sleeping due to Trump derangement syndrome. Trumpanol PM is the answer for you. One of these little purple pills, and next thing you know, you'll be sleeping like a baby. You'll be dreaming about having a backyard barbecue on the 4th of July, and you'll wake up and piss at 3 in the morning, and you'll be pissing red, white, and blue. This stuff is absolutely amazing. It's Trump PM. Get the best night's sleep you've ever gotten, and wake up with your flagpole in the morning. There you go. Trump PM. Get some today. Trump PM, some absolutely amazing stuff. And we're seeing a lot of liberals now that are starting to have problems with chafing because of all of the protesting, and also with the bad election outcomes lately for the left. There's been a lot of issues, and also people running because they think Big Orange Man is chasing him. Regardless what the problem is, you could probably benefit from a new product by the makers of Trumpanol, and that is Trumpanol Overreaction Ointment. This overreaction ointment is some of the best stuff you can do. You just slather this on liberally right up your crack hole there, and next thing you know, your chafing will go away for a while, and maybe you'll feel better. It might also get you to cool your jets for a while and quit being such a commie. And so try it today. This is the Trumpanol Overreaction Ointment. Caution, if you use too much of this, you may want to go out and get a real job. That's Trumpanol Overreaction Ointment. Ladies, we haven't forgotten you. Trust me, we haven't. I mean, we don't forget the women. No. We've got Magamidol. I don't even need to explain it. It works. You just take this. if it's that time and the big orange man's chasing you, you take this stuff right here. It'll help. It'll quiet down that uterus. It'll be all good. Trust me, this is the right stuff. And maybe it's not that's the problem. Maybe it's just to the back of that. Maybe it's your butthole. Well, if it's your butthole, you can use the brand new Preparation Orange. This stuff is clinically proven to soothe your liberal asshole and to where you feel much better about the world. So you should try that. That's Preparation Orange by the makers of Trump and all. Preparation Orange, bringing patriotism to liberal assholes for a very long time. And that's Preparation Orange. And the very next one, you know, part of the problem, your wife's always out protesting. She's such a liberal bitch. And you know, the reason she's like that is probably because you haven't been throwing it to her enough. And so we decided we were going to make a new product to help you with that. It's called MAGA MAGA from the makers of Trump and all. MAGA MAGA. Take a MAGA tonight. It's going to be huge, if you know what I mean. And you can take this stuff right now, little blue pill, that's going to make your relationship with your liberal wife a lot better. And remember, if you throw it to her sometimes, she'll cool her jets at all these dumb rallies she's going to. You know what you need to do? Show her your commander-in-chief, if you know what I mean, and throw that shit to her. That's what you got to do. That's MAGA MAGA. It's going to be huge. Remember, this could suddenly make you patriotic. It could make you wave your flagpole, if you know what I mean, and it could make you go all night. So get some today. That's MAGA MAGA from the makers of Trump and all. And finally, all of our Trump and all products are available in stores anywhere psychedelic meds are sold. They're also available at Walgreens, CVS, Walmart, and they're available at all Buc-ee's, Chuck E. Cheese, and Radio Shack locations around the country. Get some today. Trump and all. Quit being a crazy bitch. Trump and all. Try it today. Oh my God, that was probably the best one I've done yet. I've been saving these because I every time I do one, it comes out a little bit better. I do all that from memory and reading the bottles. I don't have a script. I do all that, just comes right out of there, right out of the noggin. All right, man, oh man, there you go. All right, I'm going to be signing off here in about 15 minutes or so. They just arrived. I'm going to have them come in and say hi. At least Carlotto come in and say hi to everybody, and we'll go from there. The protest seems to be waning down now, down to about 20 or 25 people, maybe 30 at the most. You guys tell me if you see something I don't see. You know who's not there tonight? The wedding singer's not there tonight. The Portland Frog is not there tonight. I haven't seen him yet. And the ninjas are well represented tonight. That's cool. I only do it like 2 or 3 times a week because those of you who watch me all the time, it will get boring after a while. Now, I'm adding about 4 new products, so I'm going to be truncating the list. I'm going to maybe like put 4 up at a time or something and just mention them. I don't know how I'm going to do it yet. But yeah, everybody's scared. Yeah, I mean, we've got something for everybody, you know. Whether it's aching twats or dicks that are broke, I mean, it doesn't matter. We've got something for everybody, you know. Burning up assholes, we got something for everybody in there. It's great. No one is left out. That's correct. It's awesome. Oh boy, they're back to chanting again. Uh-oh, something's going on, guys. Stand by, something's going on here.
over here already. It's conspiracy charge. Triggered now. They're excited. Woohoo! That was it. They all came out so that somebody could staple something to the building. What the hell?
There's a lot of guys back behind.
Sorry.
You know what it cost us to have all those people sitting there on standby because of this bullcrap?
So whatever they just put up has already been ripped down. Didn't take long. It's already down. Look at that. Right. It's a game of whack-a-mole. Whoa! Whoa! I didn't like that. Uh-oh.
Guess who's here? Howdy ho. Victor, are you still around? Deplore. Hi, Tex. Hi, everyone. Yeah, I cut the hair. No judgments.
Look who it is, Mama.
Bleep, bleep. Mama, bleep, bleep. Mama, bleep, bleep. Bleep, 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 bleep. I went and saw my boys. I'm going to go back in and see my boys. Saw at her. Hi, you baby girl. Hi, you baby. Boy, Tony come out rolling on the ground.
Yeah.
Old Tony Todd.
He meets me at the gate every day.
What's up? What's up? Hey, Jungle. Yellow. Hey. Oh, for Christ's sake, what is this?
What it always is.
The fuck is that thing?
We've been debating that all night. What is that purple thing, guys? I said it looks like a Pikachu thing, but they said no, it's some kind.
It looks like one of those water dogs.
Underwater thing.
Yeah. Oh hell, where's my son when I need him? Oh, them things. Oh, thank you, thank you. Oh, you like this? Wait a minute, which way?
It's up here. The camera's up.
Yeah, there we go. Hey. Yeah, I can't think of them. They're like a skink, not a skink, a skank or skank, not a skank, not a skank. It's not a skank.
A skink or a skank. There's two different things.
I'm always mad. Stegosaurus. No, come on now. Big E Hood. Rough Rider. Thank you. You have the same shirt? Yeah. A dehydrated. No. That's why I'm smoking. I'm trying out for the next. Where's the beef lady? I'm trying out for whole roll next.
Where's the beef?
Where's the beef? Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Yeah,
that's
now,
right.
now that the AI does all the voice work, you can no longer use that as an excuse.
Mama bleep bleep. Bleep bleep. Bleep 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 bleep. By the way, y'all, she's Jewish. And no, she's not circumcised. And she's not going to be. Fixed? That's it. Look at you. You look just like your sister Snotty. She's looking more and more like Snotties.
I call her that sometimes. It's weird.
Yeah, she's looking more and more like Snot. Snot, Snot. You look like your sister.
Her sister was my shack cat till she died. And then she kind of moved in.
Bye, y'all. I don't know where he is.
I don't either.
Well, there you go. A rare sight. They've been busy working up there. I haven't seen them in weeks. Probably, I went up there 2 weeks ago and saw them, and then it's probably been a month and a half since they've been down here. The date and time in my radio voice, it is now 10:55 on the East Coast, 7:55 on the West Coast on this February 27th, 2026 in the year of our Lord. This is Starship Adventures. You would pay for a Steakosaurus. There you go. Oh, Lord. Yeah, I don't know what the hell. Let me see if I can find another feed here for that. I'm going to be signing off here before long, but oh God, the nuts are out doing a Scientology protest, guys. And when I say the nuts, I actually agree that Scientology is really bad. It's a cult. It's ruined people's lives and everything else. But these people are generally kind of crazy too. I don't mean to sound like an asshole, but man, we could do Scientology one night. This is L.A. This is going to be L.A. Scientology protest. I don't know what they're calling this thing. I hate when people don't add any description. I'm just going to put LA because I don't know where in LA it is. I'm just going to put LA. It's the LA Scientology protest. I'm only putting this on just for a little while. We'll see what's going on. Like I said, I'm going to be signing off soon. They're having some what looks like to be bandwidth issues. It's an upright format, of course. All right, and that's going on there, but it doesn't look like there's that many people involved in this. Yeah, Scientology is literally an example of a cult, a legal cult. You know, I look at religions and I look at cults, and I think they're two different things. It's definitely a cult because it was generated and started by a man. It was his thoughts. And if you guys have ever read Dianetics or know anything about L. Ron Hubbard and all that, it's a real crazy time. All right, guys, I guess that's going to be it. Does anybody have anything else? Throw it in the chat room. I will play out music for 10 or 12 minutes so you guys can finish up chatting. But I am going to kick it off for the night. Thank you, everybody, for being here. This has been the Friday night episode of The Sights and Sounds of Earth right here on Starship Adventures. My name's Ian. I hope you guys have a safe tomorrow. We will be back on tomorrow night at 9 p.m. Eastern, or tomorrow anytime during the day or evening. I will be here, and I will cover the breaking news if anything happens. So make sure you have your notification bell turned on. If it gets busy tomorrow, I will cover. All right, we'll do it. You guys have a good night out there again, and we'll see you tomorrow. Here's a little bit of music for you on the way out, as always.
We'll gather round, folks, from the hills to the plains. This here's a tale of a man who broke chains. Donald Trump, the boss, with a heart full of fire, fighting communism, lifting America higher. He took a bullet for us, stood tall in the fray, while socialists scheme to take freedom away. From the White House to the border, he's kicking ass strong, making liberals squirm, 'cause he's right all along. He built that big wall, 400 miles tall, kept the invaders from taking it all. 7 million jobs, economy roaring like thunder, unemployment low, families rising from under. Tax cuts for workers, no tax on your tip, overtime free, no more socialist grips. Energy king drilling all day and night, affordable gas putting green dreams to flight. Oh, Donald Trump, fighting the red tide wave, crushing communism, making America brave. He took a bullet for freedom, bled on that stage. Liberals hate him 'cause he's winning the page. From sea to shining sea, red, white, and blue, he's kicking ass daily, seeing us through. God bless the USA, land of the free. Trump's our fighter eternity. Space Force Command, AI leading the way. Genesis mission, cancer dying each day. Trade deals with steel, tariffs hitting them hard. No more endless wars, peace in our yard. Serious sanctions lifted, freedom rings loud. Global alliances making us proud. Western hemisphere strong, security tied. No room for socialists in this patriotic fight. Oh, Donald Trump, fighting the red tide wave, crushing communism, making America brave. He took a bullet for freedom, bled on that stage. Liberals hate him 'cause he's winning the page. From sea to shining sea, red, white, and blue, he's kicking ass daily, seeing us through. God bless the USA, land of the free. Trump's our fighter eternity. Minnesota's mess, fraud running wild, Somali scam stealing billions undefiled, Tampon Tim dancing, letting it slide. But Trump's calling justice, turning the tide, feeding fake futures, daycare doors locked, healthcare highs, Trump's got them shot. Nick Shirley's light, shining truth on the scene. Citizen heroes, keeping it clean. Protests ridiculous, Santa-law clowns banging pots in the streets, shutting down towns. Ice out for good, now that's chaos they crave. Trump's enforcing order, the brave in the grave. Took a bullet in, but a fist in the air. fight he roared, showing he cares. Liberals screaming cause he's right and he's bold. Successful as hell, turning lead into gold. He better get that Nobel for peace. He's the king, bringing freedom worldwide. Hear liberty ring from Iran to the borders, kicking ass every day, handling crises like wildfire, clearing the way. Socialists hating, but truth's on his side. Patriotic powerhouse with God as his guide. Dems in disarray, losing their grip. Working class turning, jumping the ship. High prices falling, confidence high. Trump's Genesis plan touching the sky. No kings, rallies flop, hypocrisy clear. Free Maduro cheers, man, that's queer. Gays for Hamas, what a twisted game. Trump's fighting real evil, calling it by name. Oh, Donald Trump, fighting the red tide wave, crushing communism, making America brave. He took a bullet for freedom, bled on that stage. Liberals hate him cause he's winning the page. From sea to shining sea, red, white, and blue, he's kicking ass daily, seeing us through. God bless the USA, land of the free. Trump's our fighter eternity. Crushing communism, making America brave. He took a bullet for freedom, bled on that stage. Liberals hate him cause he's winning the page. From sea to shining sea, red, white, and blue, he's kicking ass daily, seeing us through. God bless the USA, land of the free. Trump's our fighter eternity. Eternity. God bless America, folks.
All right, everybody, it's been my pleasure to be your host tonight. My name's Ian. This is Starship Adventures, the sights and sounds of Earth, broadcasting live from Southwest Florida and Starship Studios. We hope you join us tomorrow night at 9 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time for another episode of the Sights and Sounds of Earth. This does conclude our broadcast day. Have a great night out there, everybody, and a safe tomorrow. 7-3s, KO4 EFS, signing off, QSY.
The sun.